Hello there, folks. Well, the conference champions have been crowned, and I don't know. What can I say? You know, we teach children that if you work hard and do all the right things, good things will happen. All you have to do is follow the rules, and everything will be fine. And then the Patriots come along, skirt the rules, get help from Goodell and the refs, and get handed everything. How are we supposed to teach today's children about morals when the Patriots just keep cheating their way to the top? It's ridiculous. We saw the game. They called nothing on New England, but they made up a fictitious pass interference calling Jacksonville. It's, it's disgraceful. But again, Crooked Brady, that's the hashtag Crooked Brady, gets to the Super Bowl thanks to help from the officials and the commissioner. And and of course, his opponents for the Super Bowl are the Eagles, who, unlike Brady, actually earned their way to the Super Bowl big time. They blew out the Vikings, something everybody does, and it's amazing. The Vikings actually scored first. That's the thing. That's the thing. The Vikings actually scored first, but 38 unanswered points for the Eagles, and it was all of a sudden bye bye Minnesota. So long. We Packer fans can rest easy now, and it's still and the constant still remains. No team has ever played in the Super Bowl in their home stadium. Vikings were facing that; they were this close. Not not that the Packers are going to reach that 50. The Super Bowl's never going to be played in Lambeau. The NFL puts that big game in warm weather climates. Lambeau Field, outdoor stadium, February, cold as hell. Nah, it's not going to happen. But we'll definitely be in Atlanta next year, played against Pittsburgh. But anyway, um, so it's New England and it's Philadelphia. It's a Super Bowl rematch. That was the Super Bowl 13 years ago, Super Bowl 39, which New England won. It was actually back-to-back victories for the Patriots, and they look to do it again. If they do, this will be six, or it'll tie Pittsburgh for the most. Even worse, they've gotten six in less time. Their first Super Bowl championship was Super Bowl 36. That was the 2001 season, and that game was played on February 3rd, 2002. So we're talking what, 17 seasons, six rings in 17 seasons. That's what happens. We get handed everything. But yeah, and I just watched an interesting segment. Brandon Marshall was saying teams should be ashamed for letting the Patriots just go to the Super Bowl every year like this. Once for all, I would explain why New England gets a Super Bowl like this. Well, of course, we all know the officials have a hand in it. They've been working for New England for the last 10 years. So we know that. But that's a big part of it. Another reason, another true reason why New England gets a Super Bowl. It's simple. The AFC as a whole sucks. It's terrible. It's basically New England, Pittsburgh. I would say Kansas City, but they keep finding ways to screw up in the playoffs. So really, it's just those two. It was Denver when they had Peyton, but he's gone, and the Broncos were basically shells themselves. So it's basically the Patriots, the Steelers, and 14 nobody teams. That's why New England gets there, because Pittsburgh is their only means of competition in the AFC. Put New England in the NFC. I guarantee you they will get killed. You honestly think? Look what's in the NFC. Look what's in the NFC. The Cowboys, who got Dak Prescott and a great receiver in Dez Bryant. The Panthers, another good quarterback in Cam Newton. New Orleans with that high-powered offense. The Giants, who own the Patriots anyway. And the Rams are up and coming. They're becoming a powerhouse. And let's be the powerhouse. And let's not forget who else in the NFC. The Green Bay Packers. You honestly think that Brady and company would last if the NFC deal with Rodgers and the Packers every year? Hell no. If you put the Patriots in the NFC, they wouldn't make it through the divisional round. They might get to the Super Bowl like once a decade. But but if the Packers don't beat them, Dallas would. If neither of those two beat them, the Giants would because they've already beaten them anyway. So that's partly why New England gets the Super Bowl a lot. They they get help from officials, and of course they're in a bad conference. The AFC is terrible. Look at the NFC. The NFC sends different teams every year. I mean, Seattle did make back-to-back in 48 and 49, but even then, that was the first time an NFC team made it to back-to-back Super Bowls since the Packers did it by reaching Super Bowls 31 and 32. Think how long ago that was. So that's pretty much says it all right there. Now we got Patriots and Eagles. Of course, this is far cry. This isn't the same Eagles. This is definitely not the same Eagles team from the Super Bowl 39 season. For one, that team had pretty much one of the greatest receivers of all time in Terrell Owens. They got a great group now. I mean, they really kicked ass and went 13-3. And but will they beat New England in the Super Bowl in a fairly officiated game? Yes, but we know what goes on in Patriots games. So we just got to hope that Philly rises above the corruption and gets it done. It'll be a great win. It'll be a great win for Philly. It'll be their first ever Super Bowl championship if they win it, and it'll be their first NFL championship overall since they beat the legendary Vince Lombardi Bart Starr Packers back in 1960. So we're talking about 58 years. That's a long time. That's not the longest drought in the NFL, but it's up there. But of course, I have to mention this bit of football news. The XFL is back, baby. Oh, I'm so happy about this. I still remember 2001. I still remember Vince McMahon's big intro. Let's see if I can do this pressure company. This is the XFL. Still got it. But anyway, I still remember that season. I enjoyed watching football in late winter and early spring because it was different. And I actually enjoyed the season. But I do see where they went wrong. I mean, Vince was too ambitious. So was NBC about pushing the XFL. They were really trying too hard to tell people, hey, we're not the NFL. And there was just so many things at once. That's why the league folded like that. But the XFL is coming back. It's going to be Vince isn't going to be as hands-on as he was back then. He's going to not lay low, but pull it back a bit, like in 2001. What I read is basically going to be the same format as before. It's going to be a 10-week season. I think I read it's supposed to start around late January or early February 2020. That's going to be the return season. It's going to be a 10-week season, so that's 2.5 months. 10-week season, and the playoffs will be 2 semifinal games and a championship game. So I hope it's not called the $1 million game. But he said the league's going to stay out of political issues. And as far as the 3 main quarterbacks who don't have jobs, Tebow, Manziel, and Kaepernick, Vince says if Tebow wants to play, he'll play. So the door's open for Tebow to play. As far as Johnny Football is concerned, that ain't happening. As far as Kaepernick, who knows? But I'm excited for this XFL. It's 2 years away, but it'll be worth the wait. But in the meantime, the Super Bowl is just under 2 weeks away. It's just about 9 days away. And it's going to be a good one. All Super Bowls are good, even when they do feature the Patriots every year with parity and the NFL sinking. So, with that, I'll say enjoy this final countdown to the Super Bowl. Enjoy the big game responsibly. Don't drink too much. Definitely don't eat too much. But I'll be back in a few days. I'll review the first half of the NHL season. All-Star break is officially here. So with that, I say good afternoon, football fans.